Hello and welcome to the channel. After losing the presidential election, opposition People's Democratic Party are on a scapegoat mission as they continue to fire and suspend party members. Let's run through the list of the latest casualties and reactions. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Fire say Ortom tackle PDP over suspension. The People's Democratic Party on Thursday announced the suspension of former governor of Ekiti State Ayodele Fayose, former president of the Senate Pius Hanyim, Professor Dennis Itiavia, and Aslam Aliyu. The party said the suspension took effect on Thursday, adding that the decision was reached after an extensive review of the affairs of the party pursuant to the provisions of the PDP constitution as amended in 2017. The PDP also referred the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, to the National Disciplinary Committee over his reported involvement in anti-party activities. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba. The PDP urges all leaders, critical stakeholders, and teaming members of our party across the country to remain united and focused at this critical time, the statement added. Reacting, Fire said through his media aide, Lere Olayinka, described the suspension by the Senator Ortom Ayu-led National Working Committee as the last kick of a dead horse. In a statement titled, "My suspension is Ayu's last kick of a dead horse," Fire say, the former governor said, Ayu and his cohorts are only entertaining themselves with the purported suspension as their last comedy skit. Fayose said he and others who stood by the party when Ayu and his cohorts left it to die would rescue the PDP and give life back in due course, or then the purported suspension will have no leg to stand. Fayose had earlier this month in an interview with Arise TV attacked his party and Ayu following the defeat of the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar in the February 25th presidential election. Then, he said, this Ayu was the one who led Atiku to the gutters. They took him to the gutters. You see, when a man cannot come out at 80, what does he want to do after that? Reacting to a video showing members of a civil society organization who protested against the outcome of the election in Abuja, Fayose said, "Let me first fault the people I saw here today that are calling themselves civil society. No, they are PDP members," he said partly. Also reacting, Ortom said the PDP National Working Committee against him was acting in contempt of a subsisting court order by referring him to the disciplinary committee of the party for alleged anti-party activities. Governor Ortom also said that it was contemptuous of the party's leadership to disregard the court order which barred the party or any organ of the party from issuing any disciplinary measure against him. This was contained in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary Nathaniel Ikio on Thursday. "I think the national leadership of our great party is losing its sense of direction. Instead of the leadership to sit back and think of ways of how to rebuild the party from the ruins of the defeat from the just concluded elections, they are going about chasing imaginary shadows. In any case, the first person the party should refer to the disciplinary committee should be the national chairman of the party, Dr. Ortom Ayu. The national chairman lost his polling unit, lost his ward, local government, and even the state," Ikio said. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, the Benue State government on Wednesday constituted a transition committee that will prepare for the handover to the incoming administration on May 29, 2023. The transition committee is headed by the secretary to the state government, Professor Tony Ijoho San, with all members of the State Executive Council as members, while the director of the ESCO, Mr. Bartholomew Awondoava Ageraga, will serve as secretary of the committee. The chief press secretary to the governor, Nathaniel Ikio, disclosed this in a statement, saying that the composition of the committee was announced at the State Executive Council meeting held Wednesday, March 22 at the Benue People's House, Makurdi. Ortom said the committee is expected to come up with its report within 3 weeks. On last Saturday's governorship and state assembly elections, Ortom blamed the security agencies for militarizing the election in the state. He recalled how people were intimidated and tortured, and in some places killed by the security deployed by the federal government. He said the party was studying the outcome of the election results as announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission and would soon make its position known to the public. The governor urged the people of the state to remain peaceful, adding that his administration remained committed to the cause of peace. Recall that Governor Ortom lost a senatorial bid at the just concluded National Assembly elections. Following the abysmal performance of the People's Democratic Party in Benue State in the election, Ortom, who was defeated in the race for Benue Northwest Senatorial District, said his team was studying the poll result and he would make his position known in due course. He, however, called for calm among his supporters, urging the Independent National Electoral Commission not to ignore the voices picking holes in the process. Ortom's public support for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, instead of the PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, led to the poor performance of PDP in the state during Saturday's polls. PDP's Atiku lost in Benue, while the party also lost 2 Senate seats and 10 House of Representatives seats. In a statement on Tuesday by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Teva Akase, Ortom, who himself failed to win the senatorial election, appreciated Benue people for their peaceful conduct during the polls. The statement read in part, Governor Ortom particularly thanks the People's Democratic Party in the state for its support and gives assurance that he will continue to provide leadership to unite the party and strengthen the family bond among members. He expresses gratitude to those who voted for him during the Benue Northwest Senatorial District election and states that the massive show of love and support has encouraged them. The governor urges the people of the state to remain calm, law-abiding, and as peaceful as they have always been. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.